Charlotte Church, pleasure to meet you.
Nice
Great
to meet
set. You're looking stunning
Thank
as
you.
usual. How did it feel playing in there?
It was awesome. It was really great. It's our first show at South by, and I came to South by like 2 years ago. I had an incredible time. I just thought it was the best festival. So just really wanted to come back and play, and also play again in America because I haven't done anything in America for 10 years. And yeah, the classical stuff I did when I was younger, America was my biggest market. So
it is. You've sold a lot of records in America.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come back and see how it was, and if there was any interest, etc. Because basically I'm doing a series of 5 EPs, and I've released the first 2 of them, which are called 1 and 2 because I'm unbelievably original. Yeah, but I'm doing it all myself. So I'm self-releasing on my own label and stuff. So it's been tough. It's been a hard slog.
Why did you make that decision?
Well, pretty much just because I really wanted to retain absolute creative control. I've been in the industry a long time, since I was 12. I'm 27 now, so 15 years, and I was just a bit tired of being moulded and told what to do and what to wear and how I should sound, and about markets and demographics, and it's not music to me, and I just didn't want to do it that way. So, but it's been tough. It's also been difficult, I suppose, because I've got such a complicated musical history. Then I kind of find it kind of difficult for people to take the leap with me, to sort of listen with open ears and no preconceptions of what it's going to be. So yeah, it's been a tough journey, but I plan to continue on it.
Absolutely. Well, what's the outfit that you're wearing and then the makeup?
I don't know. Anybody who, you're always told to look pretty as a girl, I suppose.
No, that's not hard for you.
Yeah.
You do anyway, come on.
I just want to do something cool and different and interesting and that's fun. So I basically sat over by there somewhere, by the bins, with some leaf stencil things.
It's a little like Indian.
Trying to do it myself, yeah. And then this I went to France for my birthday, to Paris, and I found this. Yeah, and I would rather look a bit odd than conventional, because I find, everybody talks about fashion being about, individuality, and then you have trends where everybody follows a trend, and that doesn't make any sense to me at all. If fashion's about individualism, why would you follow a trend?
Yeah, but you could be a trendsetter, obviously.
I doubt
people would sort of copy your style.
I don't think so. Maybe, but I really
Everyone's going to be wearing this next year.
The crazy space lady sleeves.
But so the sound just sort of taking a slightly different sort of direction. Why? What's? Well,
I don't know. Also with. It's sort of totally different to anything I've ever done, and I can't really put it into a genre. I just don't know what it is. And sometimes it's super disco, sometimes it's sort of grungy, sometimes it's sort of rocky, sometimes it's electronic, but all the way through I just sing my ass off as much as I possibly can and try and use my range as much as I can, which has been really liberating, because a lot of the time, when I was doing sort of pop stuff, it's a 3-note samba, just these, your range is totally limited, so I wanted to be able to sort of use my whole range. And we've been it's basically me, my partner Jonathan Powell and Jamie Neeson, we're the 3 songwriters, and I just formed a band in Cardiff of great new musicians that I knew that were local, and I also really believe in that, because I think there's a great scene happening in Cardiff, but it's almost like when you haven't got the infrastructure of London, it's really hard to push through. So I'm trying to build a little infrastructure for Cardiff so that this great new music can really sort of push forward. And with doing it all myself, you have to sort of try and find good publicists, or marketing people and distribution, and I've got a great distribution company called Singer-songwriter, and they've been incredible, just really, really brilliant and helpful, and I've been trying to place it everywhere.
What way? How do they help?
Well, I think that when you're with a record label, etc., you've just got a lot of money behind you. There's a lot of money. There's a big push, and a lot of that stuff on iTunes, Spotify, when things are advertised, it's all a lot of money. But Zimmerland Beach just sort of awesome in knowing which places to pick to push me, and just been awesome really. So, as I said, whilst it's sort of been a difficult journey, then I just want people to really be able to connect with it really and feel it, because it's much more of a band project than it is like a solo thing. And I just want people to really feel it, because there's so many stories in the songs, and there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of tragedy.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Everywhere, and just be receptive, read a lot, and don't be afraid of what you create, really, or trying to mimic anybody else. Just your own individualism. There'll be something within that will be worthwhile, is what I think. I hope so, anyway. Otherwise I'm in trouble. So I just think, just stick to your convictions, just, straight line.
we took it last year, 2 years ago at the Bedford. That was a great show. Special guests, always in the background. And,
I was mainly doing backing vocals. But I was doing backing vocals.
But it was great. And we also met you when you were out to see Bombay Bicycle Club and the Strokes.
Who
are you going to see this year?
I'd love to go and see Iron and Wine. I'd love to go and see Ill Sweatshirt. But the problem is that lots of the shows I want to go to are quite big shows, and you're a bit like, I'm never going to get in there. I'd like to go see the Joy for Midhall, their fellow Welshies, and I bet they'd be raucous live, so I'd like to go and see them. There's so many people, because there are so many incredible musicians here, that it's crazy. I'd love to see Prince! Prince! Well, it's never going to happen. I was lucky enough to see Prince in Hong Kong, I just wrote that off, whoops. In Hong Kong, which was an incredible show. He blew my socks off. So see Prince would be great.
If there's any artists that you'd like to work with in the future?
Loads of people. I was in touch with David Sitek for a while from TV and radio, who's an incredible producer, so we're going to try and do something transatlantically for a bit, do some writing, and I'm going to send him some ideas, because I built a studio in my garage, so that's where we record all the stuff. But I'd love to work with him. He's an incredible producer. I'm obsessed with Radiohead, so to work with any of Radiohead would be great. I love Sufjan Stevens. I think what he does orchestrally and all of that is just phenomenal. Bjork. Went to go see Bjork in Paris, which is part of the Biophilia show. Ridiculous. Like, you hear the synth sound and a cage comes down the middle, and it's lightning. It's a Tesla synth. It's just the best thing I've ever seen in my life. So there were some people.
But do you get a lot of people, obviously, coming up to you, sort of saying, your shows have changed my life and stuff? How does that sort of feel?
When I was younger, a lot.
You seem quite grounded.
Yeah, I'm sort of reasonable, I think. When I was younger, because of the whole voice of an angel thing, people used to actually think that I was an angel, and so that I cured them of cancer and different diseases. People actually thought I was an angel. I got a letter off a really angry nun once telling me that I had to live an absolutely pure life, like not become a nun, but live an absolute, she'd seen it, live an absolutely pure life, and the whole world would follow and civilization would be a lot better because of it. I decided to ignore her.
We had the new poem today as well, mate. I don't know, what was your religion?
I'm science-ish with a bit of, trees. My religion is trees. I love trees a lot.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for your time, by the way. What 3 tracks would you say out of your repertoire that incredibly nobody deserved you? They obviously have. Which 3 would sum you up, yourself personally?
Of these 2?
Of your whole repertoire, anything?
Oh, crikey. Nothing much at the moment. I suppose maybe on my first album, Voice of an Angel, I did a song called Seal Gown, which has got a really slightly off-kilter orchestral arrangement to it. And then I'd have to pick some off the 1 and 2, which are my current EPs, because I don't really connect with any or the rest of it that I did so much now. And then I'd say Nerve, which is on the 2nd EP. And then I'd probably say The Rise from the first EP, because I kind of get to use my slightly operatic voice on the kind of high bits.
Great stuff. I heard you warming up. Do you Because that's all, obviously you warm up every
Yeah,
show.
absolutely. Yeah, it's silly not to really. Your voice will have a short lifespan otherwise. Yeah, so I always warm up. Yeah, it's essential.
Good stuff. Anyway, thanks a lot for your time. Anything else you'd like to say to Music News watchers?
No, check me out.
Can I have a
Thanks
kiss?
very much.
Thanks a lot for your time. Brilliant.
No worries.
Glad to meet you.
Thank
Thank you.